A good while ago, last Thursday, nowhere near here, in the cozy meadow, it was the day after Piper's birthday, and his grandmother's birthday present finally arrived. It was a gift card for Gray's Good Nearly New Novels, his favorite store in the whole wide meadow. Piper's grandmother knew Piper liked nothing more than reading stories. It was the perfect birthday gift. Piper invited his friends, Rudy and Oakley, to come along to the bookstore and help him pick out a new book to read. When they got there, the proprietor, Gray Goodall, looked up from the book he was reading, gave them a little smile, and then went back to his book. Piper, Rudy, and Oakley went over to the staff picks bookshelf. Gray Goodall had no employees. He was the staff. Those books were his picks. As usual, the staff picks bookshelf was organized alphabetically by author's last name. Looking at the titles, Piper shouted,
I knew it. Today was just the right day to come here. The book on this end, closest to the beginning of the alphabet, is by my favorite author, Don DeLillo, and it's one I haven't read yet. And the book on the other side, closest to the end of the alphabet, is one I've wanted to read for a long time, Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace.
"Which one are you going to get?" asked Oakley.
I don't know. I can't choose between them. Maybe today was just the wrong day to come here.
Oh, come on, Piper. This is an easy decision.
Said Rudy.
You think so? Which one do you think I should get, Rudy?
White Noise by Don DeLillo, of course. He's your favorite author. You know you're gonna like it a lot, and it's so much shorter, it'll be no time before you can read another book.
Oakley's face wrinkled in deep thought.
What is it, Oakley?
"I'm not so sure that's the right book for you. You've wanted to read Infinite Jest for a long time, and it's a long book. The longer you put it off, the longer you'll just keep wanting to read it, and it'll last a whole lot longer than White Noise."
But if he doesn't like it as much as White Noise, lasting a long time would be awful.
But if most books he reads aren't likely to be as good as Infinite Jest or White Noise, he might get more overall enjoyment from reading Infinite Jest than he would from reading White Noise plus any number of other books over the same total amount of time. That's arguably better bang for the buck. Rudy's eyes rolled more than a bowling ball down a bobsled track. Piper's face puckered with anxiety. It was just then that Gray Goodall spoke for the first time since the three friends had entered the store.
A pinch of the paradox of choice, a little analysis paralysis.
Rudy thinks I'll be happier liking White Noise a lot for a short time. Oakley thinks I'll be happier liking Infinite Jest somewhat less but for a longer time. I don't know what to think.
It's not what you think, it's what you feel.
Piper's jaw dropped.
When I want to know how I feel, which for me is all the time, I sit on a cushion and notice what I'm feeling. Why don't you try a bit of that on the cushion over there?
Just then, Piper noticed a cushion that was just the right size for him. He sat on it and he closed his eyes. The rest of the world went away. All there was for Piper was what he was feeling. He sat there, noticing his feelings for what seemed like an eternity but was probably only about 30 seconds, when suddenly his eyes popped open and Piper knew exactly which book to get.